Good morning, students. Today we are going to do third part of chapter Nazism and Hitler. Third part is the Nazi worldview. Now, what do you mean by Nazi worldview? It means Nazis or Hitler's view about the world, their ideology, about how their country should be. So that is the worldview. Nazi ideology was, according to that, if we see, there was no equality between people, but only racial hierarchy was seen. In Germany, under the rule of Hitler, there was no equality between the people. Rather, the people were divided on the basis of their race. How do they look like? They belong to which language, which region. So, on that basis, there was so much of discrimination. Now, on the top of the society were blue eyed Nordic German Aryans. That means, just like we have done in the French Revolution, that there were three estates. The first estate and second estate got privileges. Third estate used to serve as the slaves. In the same manner, here it is little different. But here also there was racial discrimination. Now on the top of this list were the blue-eyed Nordic German Aryans who looked beautiful, very fair, with their color of the eyes was blue, and they were said to be at the top of the society. While on the other hand, Jews, they were at the bottom of the society, which we discussed earlier. Who were these Jews? These Jews were regarded as anti-race and enemies of Aryans. These blue-eyed German Aryans, they looked down to the Jews, and according to them, the Jews were anti-race and also they were the enemies of Aryans. Colored people, there were third category also. Colored people placed in between depending on their external features. So the racial discrimination was dependent upon how you look. If you are fair, if you are blue eyed, your looks are good, so you are on the top of the society. But if your color is not white, if your color is brown or black, or your nose is not perfect, your eyes are not blue, then you are at the bottom of the society. So that's how this system, hierarchical system, was followed in Germany. Hitler's racism borrowed from thinkers like Charles Darwin and Herbert Spencer. Now, Hitler followed two thinkers, that is, Charles Darwin and Herbert Spencer, who had written about this kind of racial hierarchy system. Darwin was a natural scientist. Herbert Spencer added the idea of survival of fittest. Now, this person, Herbert Spencer, he has given the idea of survival of fittest. Now, what do you mean by the survival of fittest? It means those who are strong, those who are fit, that means their body is strong, physically they are fit, only they should survive in the society. That is the theory given by the Herbert Spencer. According to them, only those species can survive on Earth which adopt changes. So, according to these thinkers, only those species, that means only those human beings or any kind of species can survive, those who are completely fit. Like if we talk about the animals, it is only the lion and tiger who are most fit. So same way among the human beings also, those can survive on the earth who can adapt the changes as well as who are very, very strong. His ideas was used by the racist to justify imperial rule. So the idea of this person, that is the Herbert Spencer, it was used by not only Hitler but many other dictators, many other rulers who have justified imperial rule. What is imperial rule? When you rule upon the other countries, like for example, Britishers ruled upon our country and they justified this rule. They said that it is the God who has given them the right to rule upon the other countries to civilize the people. So that is how they justified their rule upon India, the Britishers. In the same way, the leaders, the dictators, the rulers, they justified their imperial rule. They said that we are born to rule over the other countries and the other people. And the same way, Nazis said that the strongest race would survive. That is what the Nazis also said. They said the strongest race will only survive. There is a term given here which is Hitler's ideology. It is related to the geopolitical concept. A term is given for this. It is called as Lebensraum or living space. That means only those people should get the space to live, those who are able to adapt the changes and also who are fit physically. That is called as the ideology of the Hitler. He believed that now for this purpose only, living space, that means more space should be acquired so that these fittest people can survive. He believed that new territories had to be occupied for settlement. He wanted all Germans geographically in one place. That is the reason he occupied even Poland. Children, here it is there, you can see. He wanted to acquire more and more lands so that his people, Nazis, whom he thinks are the fittest people, they can get more amount of the land to survive. And under this drive, he occupied Poland. Now, Hitler intended to extend the German boundaries. Moving eastward, concentrated all Germans geographically. He said that wherever Germans are living, all these places I will occupy so that all Germans can live together. That is the reason he occupied even Poland, which we have already done during the Second World War. Beginning there, he occupied Poland and he had first started experimenting that how it would be. And we have done that. How did he occupy Poland? And he gave slogan also, one state, one army. So in that way, we now going to start with the next part, continuation part 3.1, establishment of the racial state. How did he actually make his dream come true? His dream was to make a racial state where only the Nordic German Aryans, who are at the top of the society, will survive. So, how did he make his dream come true? So that is what is the next part. Now, once Hitler was in power, Nazis quickly began to implement their dream of creating an exclusive racial community of pure Germans by physically eliminating all those who were seen as undesirable. In the beginning of the chapter, children, again we have done what do you mean by the undesirable people. These Nazis, they considered some people of the society as undesirable people. Who were those undesirable people? Those who were against the Nazis, those who looked ugly, those who were not fit or strong enough, their body is not strong enough, for example, the old people, etc. Then, especially the Jews, whom Hitler considered the enemy for the Nazis. So, such people, and also physically and mentally unfit people. All these people were considered as undesirable people. And according to the Nazis, these people should be removed from the society. So, Nazis wanted only society where they were pure, healthy, Nordic Aryans. In the new words, it is given, what do you mean by the Nordic German Aryans? It is one branch of the Aryans. They lived in the North European countries and had German or related origin. So, according to the Nazis, only they should be allowed to live. They alone were considered as desirable people. Only they were seen as worthy of prospering, and also they considered that they were against the undesirables who are not fit to survive at all. So under this program, now we are coming back to this. Under this program, when Germans occupied Poland and parts of Russia, they were made to work as slaves. What did Hitler do? While occupying the other countries' lands, he did not treat them equally. Rather, he had made them as slaves. For example, when he occupied Poland and when he occupied parts of Russia, he made those people to work as the slaves. And the slaves were treated so badly, some of them used to die of starvation and hard work also. And these people who were called as undesirable people, for example, as we have already done, a category called as gypsies, those who are not of any use according to the Nazis, they used to just dance, sing, drink. So these people, they were gypsies. These people and many of the black colored people, they were considered as inferiors who were threatened the biological purity, and they were widely persecuted. They were killed. Wherever they were found, they were killed. And the Russians and the Poles, that is the people of Russia and Poland, whom the Hitler had occupied, they were treated further as subhuman and the undeserving of any humanity. And these people were forced to work as slave labor, and as I said, they died, many of because of that hard work which was made by them without giving them food. This is the condition of the people of the areas which were occupied by Hitler. Now let us see what was the fate of the Jews. It was worst. Jews, these people remained the worst sufferers in the Nazi Germany. Nazi hatred of the Jews had a precursion in the traditional Christian hostility towards them. They were considered to be the killer of the Jesus Christ. According to the Hitler and Nazis, these Jews were considered to be the killers of the Jesus Christ. Children, in the beginning of the chapter, I told you the story of the Jews and where was Jesus Christ born and why the Jews were considered as the enemies by the Nazis. This all I have told you, and I have sent you a story also about this. They survived through these Jews. They survived through trade and money lending. In the beginning, they used to survive by some amount of trade and some amount of money lending to the people. These people lived completely separately. They were not allowed to live along with the Nazis, because as the Nazis were considered to be the top of the society, these Jews were not allowed to live with them, and they were rather made to live separately in the regions called as ghettos. They were lived in the regions which were called, because they were hated by Hitler and by these Nazis. So Jews were completely allowed to live separately in the places called as ghettos, as Hitler hated them completely. Let me show this term. This is the term called as ghettos. Ghettos, it's like a kind of a very factory. For example, a factory which is very dark to live in. Such kind of completely separate areas. Those places were given to them, and their houses were marked also with a cross, with a, I'm not talking about that cross, I'm talking about a multiplication cross. So that was put on the houses of these people, so that nobody enters into their houses. They were often persecuted through periodic organized violence. That means frequently they were killed in the name of some kind of violence. They were not given any lands, rather, their lands were taken away. And it could be, and they could be easily eliminated from the society, because they were hated so much by the Hitler. Because Hitler's scientific theory, it was his scientific theory of racism. Under that, the Jews were hated by the Hitler. So from 1933 to 1938, Hitler followed a policy of killing these Nazis recklessly. So just let me show this, scroll down and show this. From 1933, you can see here the year is given over there. From 1933 to 1938, Nazis were completely terrorized. They were pauperized. Now, pauperized means, earlier, as I said, they used to do some amount of trade and they had some lands, and they used to give some money as lending to the other people as money lenders. But within this period of time from 1933 to 1938, these Jews were reduced to their poverty, because their everything was taken away by the Nazis. Pauperized means reduced to poverty. So they were reduced to so much of poverty, they were segregated. Segregated means completely separated, compelling them to leave the country. They were compelled, forced to leave the country. But where will they go? The question is, it is their land. They were living since their childhood, from the time they are born. So there was no place for them to go. And the next phase from 1939 to 1945, this period was very, very a bloody period, because a lot of bloodshed was seen as these people were sent to the concentration camps and they were killed in the gas chambers in Poland. So they were packed into the trains, and the train used to take them to the Poland, which was also under Hitler at that time. And in Poland, they were killed by, in the factories, they were kept, and there the gas was released and they were killed in that gas chambers. That much kind of atrocities were committed by the Hitler during that period of 1939 to 1945. There are some terms also given which we have just now done. For example, the term covered as the gypsies, which we did now. Gypsies is the groups that were classified as the gypsy. It is their own community who, as I told you, Sinti and Roma were two such communities, the names of the gypsies who used to go move from one place to another place in singing and dancing. They are completely out of their world. And pauperized, reduced to absolute poverty, which I said. Persecution is the systematic organized punishment was given to them, that is killing of these people used to take place. Usurers means moneylenders charging excessive interest, often used as a term of abuse. So these are the terms. We proceed with the continuation part, as we have already done this part, that as the Aryans were considered the most important part of the society, these people, there was so much of racial discrimination also was there. And now let's do part number, continuation part. It is 3.2, which is called as the racial utopia. Racial means, you know, the difference or the uh, discrimination on the basis of the race or color, outer physical appearance. Utopia means everything, everyone works in perfect harmony. That is the utopia. Everything, everyone works in perfect harmony. Now let us see that under this, genocide and war, which we have done, children, in the beginning of the chapter. Genocidal means killing of so many people. Genocide and war became two sides of the same coin. As it is given here, under the shadow of the war, that is under the name of the war, Second World War, Nazis have killed so many innocent people. They have murdered so many innocent people, and which was called as genocidal war. So this genocide and war, they became two sides of the same coin. One side, Hitler was waging the war against so many countries. On the other side, within his country, he was killing so many people. He was killing so many people within his country also. Poles were forced to leave their home. The people of Poland, when Hitler occupied Poland, he forced them to leave that country, leave their lands, and they were hoarded like cattle. You might have seen how the cattle is hoarded by the cattle herder. So these people, Poles, were herded like the cattle by the government, and they were part of the undesirables also. They were made as part of the undesirables also. Members of intelligentsia, here there is a term, intelligentsia, were murdered in large number. That means those people from Poland, educated people who questioned Hitler and Nazi government, they were murdered brutally. Intelligentsia means those who were educated, those who can question. So they used to question the Hitler and the Nazis. They know that what they were doing was wrong. So because of that, Nazis have killed or murdered these intelligent people in large numbers. So in order to keep the entire people intellectually and spiritually survive, so that nobody can question them anything. That is why they were killed completely in large number. And now comes the fate of the children. Polish children. Now the children of Poland we are talking about, which Hitler had occupied. Poland children who looked like Aryans. If a child looked like Aryan with a fair color, beautiful nose, and beautiful eyes, the blue eyes, they were forcibly snatched from their mothers and they were given to the race experts, the doctors, those who used to examine the child, whether the child is belonged to the Aryan family or not. That was observed by the doctors who were called as the race experts. Especially they looked like their eyes were blue or not, they looked fair or not, their nose is perfect or not. All this is seen, and if the child passed the test, then the child was snatched from their mothers completely and they were given to the families of Germany. That means they were given to the Nazi families. And if the child was not, if the child is proved that he doesn't look like an Aryan, then they were deposited in orphanages. They were given to the orphanages where most of the children used to die. Perished means where most of the children used to die. With some of the, and they were also killed, some of the largest ghettos and gas chambers. They were also, if they were proved that they are not, they don't look like Aryans, the children, they were also put in the gas chambers to die. So that is how the children were also treated in Nazi Germany. So children, you can see what kind of atrocities were performed by Hitler and the Nazis. So now do you know that? That is the reason that in the beginning of the chapter we did that Helmut was afraid that his father will be killed. Why his father will be killed? He was afraid because his father did all these things. His father had killed so many innocent children, so many Jews, so many undesirable people. Now, who were these undesirable people? Again, I am repeating. Jews, gypsies, physically, mentally handicapped people, blacks, Russians, Poles. Poles means from Poland, the people of Poland. And many children who did not look like Aryans. They all were killed in these chambers, gas chambers, recklessly, completely, mercilessly, I can say that. So that completes your part 3, children. After this, in the next video, we will continue with a very interesting part which is called as steps to death. With the figures are also given how Hitler followed different steps to kill these people, and he justified also his killing. He not only killed people, he justified that he killed for the sake of the humanity. So that is how he justified. So let's do this part in the next part of the video, and all the figures are given in your book also. So if you can't see in this video, you can even go through your book in the next video, children. So have a good day. After the steps to death, we'll start with the part 4 of the chapter, which is a very interesting part again, youth in Nazi Germany. How were the youth trained to become a part of the Nazi military? So let's continue that in the next video, children. Have a good day.